Is today the day? It might be. We have come all this way without losing a single playoff game. 4-0 against the Cavaliers, 4-0 against the Pistons, 4-0 against the Raptors, and now 3-0 here in the finals against the Seattle Supersonics. We've watched over 90% of this playoff run. We have deserved every win. We have deserved this run. We deserve to be one win away from the Larry O'Brien Trophy. We deserve to have it once Game 4 here is up. We made two key trades to get to this point, acquiring Jonathan Kuminga and Clint Capella. These two trades, although costing us some pretty key role players on the team, we acquired better role players for more fleshed out roles on this team. We got these guys knowing exactly what we needed these two guys to accomplish on this roster, and they have done exactly that, and this is why we haven't lost a single playoff game in this playoff run. But today we have Game 4. It's our first and final chance to really put this series away, to secure the NBA Finals, to secure a ring, to secure a trophy, to secure a banner to be lifted up in year 6. Here we go against Seattle. The lineups are the same. Seattle does not have much to go to off their bench, and we're one win away from locking down the NBA championship. Let's do it right here. We are back in Key Arena, folks, as Game 4 tips off here in Seattle. The Sonics start with possession. We are one win away. Let's secure this game and finish our season. Collins misses the first shot of the day from the top of the key. It's been their go-to game-starting play the last 3 games. Collins 3. Boyd has a mismatch. He attacks early, and his first shot is off. Thanks to some defense from Collins on the help. Off the screen, Kuzma picks up his dribble, goes back to Collins for the first bucket. Off the screen, number 3 is wide open for a 3, but he can't knock it down. Seen him play spectacular basketball, especially from behind the arc. We'll see if he can do that again today. Kuzma inside, a bit of a size mismatch on Kuminga, and he's got it. We'll pick and roll with Boyd there. He gets inside. Yobi makes the pass. Collins once again jars it loose. Then he blocks Boyd's shot. All 3 misses for Boyd could be attributed to Delano Collins. Early 3 in transition, no good, but Gordon gets it, and Seattle retains possession. He dribbles around, and that one's also off. And now Durant links at the rim for a jam, and Yobi saw him soaring towards it. Off the screen, it'll pick and pop with early. Yobi's there, but the shot's good either way. Another 3 this time for Boyd. He's off to an 0-for-4 start. Isolation in the paint. Young got it. Off the screen. Oh no. Boyd's called for a foul now. High screen comes up from Collins. Young, tough shot. Duran's right there. Way to stick with him. Second try for Jovanovic from behind the arc. He's got it. And off for Kuzma. He fires and answers right back. Great find by Kuminga because Boyd's wide open. There's his first bucket. That's a decent look for Young, but Yobi came over to try and jar that one loose. Uh-oh, that's a steal for Aaron Gordon. Saw that one coming a mile away. Trying to go ISO on Boyd here. Screen comes over, and Early knocks the shot down. Another screen for Jovanovic. This time it's in the paint. Little flip up, and it's good. Another triple. Early. Misses this one. It's tipped out of bounds. Off of Boyd. I'll stay with Seattle. It's going to go right back to Early. That one's off too. All right. No points out of that one. Boyd right down the middle, and Dort found him. Saw that one coming in transition. 2-point game. We're 5 for 10 there, 6 for 13. Pretty fun start. Comes a steal for Boyd. Thought it was going to be a handoff. We get all the way up ahead to Yovi for a dunk. We're tied at 14 now. Half the quarter left. Early fires again off the screen from Collins. Off to a better start than last game, but still kind of shaky. Dort lost it. Another steal for Gordon, his second here in the first quarter. Off shot. That one just rims out for Trae Young. Decent defense by Kuminga. Contested shot on the other end. Top of the key. But contested by Jalen Duren. Not going to fall there for Collins. High ball screen. Dort's trying to work around it, but they cover that one well. Off the screen. The shot's good. That's our first lead. Augustine, Murray, Liddell, Capella, and Anthony all check in, so the entire bench is in there. Early's trying to attack Augustine, but it's not really working out. Shot is off. Great defense by the young shooting guard. Mismatch down low. Murray sees it. Liddell, easy two. Just like last game after a slow start, or a fast start rather, it kind of slowed down once the middle of the quarter comes around. Still have a couple of starters in there, and they just can't score. They've only scored five points over the last 6 or so minutes. Screen from Kelly. Young slices between defenders and draws a foul. That's our first team foul. First one up and good. Young knocks down both. Up the corner screen. Augustine inside, blocked by Jaden McDaniels. Up ahead to him. Pass Liddell for the shot. We're all tied. So Boyd checks back in and immediately finds Capella for the tough finish on Early. Back in front. Capella is shooting over 70% here in the playoffs. He's been phenomenal on the offensive end and on defense mainly, but on offense he has been very efficient for us, which can't ask for much more than that. Early really trying to attack, and this time he will get around Augustine for the bucket. Off the handoff, Anthony attacks. Back to Capella. Screen comes up. Boyd finds Anthony in the corner, but Young's there with him. Anthony attacks, but can't finish at the rim. Quick three off the screen. McDaniels just missed it. Contested shot, but Augustine knocks it down like it's nobody's business. Step back. Young missed it. Not a high percentage look whatsoever. Meant to go. Augustine's open for three. Soaring pass to Kelly. That is a tough finish over Boyd. Impressive by Wilson Kelly. Free throw is off. Kuminga backing down. Kelly on the other end for the buckets. Screen coming up. Help comes over. And Boyd's called for his third foul of the quarter. Had the illegal screen plus other foul, and now this one. This is not good for 22. He's going to have to sit probably most of the second quarter. We're going to keep him in for the last 17 here in the first quarter, but it's bad news for both the offense and the defense, with him going to be off the court for a while. The last play of the first. Kuminga for three. No. It's 27-24 through one. Close game. Well, the second quarter starts, and we're going to keep Boyd in there despite the 3 fouls. A lot of attempts, goes nowhere. Augustine ends up getting the loose ball up. And we're going to get a bucket out of it. It's okay. Kelly just threw it right to Duren. What was that? That was a horrible pass. Augustine all the way by himself into a foul by Kuzma. A great job to recognize that the defense was being kind of lackadaisical down the court. Try to catch these guys off guard. They're both good. Comes a handoff for Kuzma. He is mismatched on Jovanovic. Yeah, it's a bit too easy right there. Screen for Jovanovic. Waiting for Duren. But he's blocked by Kuzma. Nice pass to Kuzma, but he can't finish. Boyd with some solid defense. That was a great feed there by Strus, though. Boyd's trying to use the screen to get a switch. Duren passes out of it. Shot clock winding down. Kuminga misses it. Duren comes over and cleans it up. Yovi's open for the second chance 3. Now it's just great passing by the Neptunes. Kuzma, what a shot. Corner. Jovanovic inside with space over Jackson and too much of it. A quick offensive burst to start the quarter for Virginia Beach. Seattle still trying to get things going here, but there is a foul on Duren. Wonder when Boyd's going to check out here. He'll stay in for now. The free throws are both in. Augustine finds Murray wide open. That one usually will drop, but Kelly's got to give Murray no breathing room there. Strus pulls up and cans it. Our lead's cut to 3 just like that. Here comes help. Boyd doubled back to Murray. They recover. He's going to have to pull up again. Tough shot. Eye up to McDaniels for the open 2. Enough. Jovanovic with the mismatch on Kuzma. He'll just go right into a foul. The second on him. First free throw is money. Good to see that. And both are good. Pick and roll. That one's stolen by Jalen Duren. Just a bad feed from early. Murray finds Jovanovic in the paint. Fade away, no good. It's not a good shot. Kuzma flies past Murray into a jumper. That one's good as well. Open baseline shot. That one rattles out too. Jovanovic definitely off to kind of a shaky start here. Kuzma fails this three-pointer. We're still in front. Jovanovic pulls up again. That one's in there from 3. Shot clock winding down. Kuzma misses again. He's tired out there now. He's been out there for, I think, the entire game so far. Dort's left open off the Yovi screen. He'll knock it down. 44-37. Half of the quarter left. And off. Young throws it up. That one off the rim and out. Top of the key. Another 3. Dort again. We tried to jump the pass out of the timeout, and we failed. That leads to a Kuzma score. 8-point game. Just over 5 to go here in the first half. Been a very similar game as to Game 2, where they kind of fallen behind here in the second quarter, in the middle of it. We'll see if that will stay true the rest of the half. Screen for Boyd. Back to Capella. Between 2 defenders. Got it. A foul on Chuck Early. Free throw for Capella is off, as you might expect. But it leads back up to 10. That is a contested three for Young, and not a good one either. Up to Dort. He flies by Young. In for the score. Oh, wow. A turnover as well now. Young just steps out of bounds. Off the corner screen. Boyd inside. Tough finish with Collins there. He is called for the foul, though. Good to see us drawing a couple of fouls and getting plenty of free throw opportunities as Boyd knocks down both. A lead soars to 14. You got to find something here offensively, and they will with Collins over the top. Kuzma can't stop Kuminga. There's a screen. Young's freed up for a second, but really has not done a whole lot in this game so far. That is a ill-advised fadeaway. No good from Capella. Kuzma brings it up. Nice step back, but the shot off the glass won't drop. What do we draw up here? Shot clock under 5. Anthony just has to kind of force it. Good defense by Seattle these last 2 trips down, but their offense just is not keeping up with ours. As you can see, they have really slowed down since Kuzma has been tired out there, and I'm pretty sure he still has not sat a single second of this game. Dort finds Capella. He's not going to be shooting that anytime soon. Anthony fires. That one's good. And a timeout to go to a pick and roll. Collins just kind of stiffs through the traffic and lays it in. But just like in game 3, we have pulled away here in the second quarter. Not by as much, mind you, but we've still pulled away a little bit, and we'll see how the third quarter goes as Kuminga slips inside for the jam. There's a lob up to Kuzma. Fantastic pass there. Saw that one from the down screen. A minute to play. Here's a screen. Yobi fades away, but the shot is online. In response, Young can't answer back. 62-45. Double Jovanovic. He passes out. They recover on defense. Boyd off the screen. Back to Capella. Tough shot. Good help there by Delano Collins. Kuzma has to force it up. It's blocked to end the first half. 62-45. Virginia Beach in control. 1 half away, folks. 1 half away. The second quarter begins. We are obviously in control right now, but anything can happen. We'll see how it goes. That is definitely a shot of all time there from Boyd. Early takes the first shot of the half for Seattle, and that one doesn't drop. Nice pass to Kuminga. He's open. That one drops. 20-point lead. Little scoop layup in there for Kuzma from the elbow. He's got 17 points now. Double comes for Jovanovic. Good passing. Dort given some space, but he can't finish the three. Quick shot. That's a pretty wild one from Kuzma as well. Burns waiting for Boyd to cut. He gets it to him. He dunks it in like it's nothing. That's almost, so it is a steal. Tipped out by Kuminga, stolen by Duren. Right back to Kuminga. Mismatch. The fadeaway is good. What a play. What a sequence. Kuminga's got 11 points, 5 for 8 from the field. Kuzma for 3. Yes, he's got it. Top of the key to answer back. Jovanovic answers. Off shot, but Young knocks it down. Yeah, also, bad timing there for this menu update, because if I leave the game and come back in, it's not going to have any of the highlights or anything from the game, which I prefer, especially for this game. So that might be there for the rest of the contest, but we'll see. That one's stolen by Duran again. He's got like 4 steals here in the game, as Kuminga once again hits from the corner. And our lead only gets larger. Might just show the makes from here on out, given that we're up 78-52. And the top defensive plays as well. As Young misses at the rim, but gets it back, and has it blocked by Duran now. Kuminga slices inside. Tough finish despite Kuz right there on him. He shot 70%. That was a great pass by Kuzma to slide him right into the shot. Back to Kuminga, in for the lay-in. Assist to Boyd. That one's blocked again. Duran is having a great defensive performance here in Game 4. Boyd, reverse jam from Lou Dort. There's a steal for Jovanovic off that feed from McDaniels. Boyd at the rim on the other end, got it. Trae Young, by the way, is like 2 for 13, man. He has been a complete no-show here in Game 4. Seattle just cannot score, man, and we keep on scoring. 4.5 to play. It's 89-54. My God. Oh, we left McDaniels wide open in the corner. Duran, another offensive board that he cleans up into a dunk. Open 3. Young finally knocks one down. For 3. Boyd, splash. Kuzma lays it in on the other end. 2.5 to go here in the third. He's got 22. A third of their points. Look at this passing by the Neptunes, man. Boyd to Yovi to Kuminga to a bucket. Back to Kuminga. They just can't stop us right now. We're up to 101 points. Shooting 62%. They're shooting 42%. There's Kelly with the dunk right there. And Collins has it swatted by Capella. Kuminga tracks it down. Dort back door. In for 2. 38-point lead. Last play of the quarter. Now watch it regardless. Kuzma lays it in for 2. It's 103-67. We're 12 minutes out. I'll put together a handful of highlights from the fourth quarter, but that's going to be it, I feel like. We're almost there, folks. We're so close. Kuminga, oh my God, what? Reverse jam all over Kelly. He just soared right into that. Jesus. Oh, Kuminga. Oh my God, that's a beautiful pump fake right into another nice shot. He's got 27. Great shot by Boyd. It's a deep one. And I jump in here to say that I really hope this update required message goes away once the clock hits 0, because it's kind of an eyesore. Really hope it does not appear when we're going through the winning cutscenes and all that. Another 3 for Boyd. And Seattle just can't score. I mean, they've scored, what, 3 points so far in the quarter? Embarrassing. Embarrassing. They've scored 18 since half... No. They've scored 25 since halftime. Embarrassing. Young's blocked by Capella. Back to Boyd for another jam. The assist to Yovi. Sonics got to realize after this game that Trae Young is just not the answer for you, man. He's not the star player that's going to lead you to anything. Boyd again. They're also bound out in like one of the worst ways possible, as Boyd gets another one. Just stat padding at this point. I think Boyd's played almost the entire fourth quarter just for shits and giggles. It only makes sense that our best offensive day of the year is going to come in our last game of the season en route to a perfect playoff run. Can you believe what we have just done here? I really can, especially, and I know that I've said this several times, but especially after how we ended that regular season, failing to secure the 1 seed, to put together this great of a run is, well, shocking to me. Because our first 2 opponents were 2 really good defensive teams that we really did not have too many problems against whatsoever. But the clock is going to wind down here in Seattle because the Neptunes are NBA champions for the first time ever! In year 5, Claude Burns takes us all the way. 16 wins, 0 losses, perfection. Good night, Seattle. Why is Chuck Gurley celebrating? Get the heck out of here, man. What? Who are you? The Sonics can cry themselves to sleep. Goodbye, Kyle Kuzma. Goodbye, Trae Young. Claude Burns shakes the hand of the Sonics head coach, but we have our first Larry O'Brien trophy. Mac Boyd's a champion. Dario Jovanovic is a champion. The entire Neptunes team are champions. Why is Aaron Gordon lifting the trophy? What is this? What is happening? Why is he presenting the trophy to us? There's your starting 5. But why is Gordon out there? The finals MVP presented by Aaron Gordon is Mac Boyd, I think? I don't even know. Who is it? The Virginia Beach Neptunes have won the championship, everybody. It's our first ring, our first Larry O'Brien trophy, and the finals MVP is Mac Boyd. 30 points per game, 7.8 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.7 steals, 0.5 blocks, 55% shooting, did not miss a free throw, and shot 43% from behind the arc. It is hard to get a better stat line for a final series than that right there. I gotta be honest though, they gave me like no time to celebrate, man. What the heck was that ending? Boyd drops a Game 4 finals triple-double to close out the series. 35, 10, and 10. Yes, dude, this is year 3 of him. And it's over now. But this is only year 3, Mac Boyd. Imagine him better next year. Can you imagine him being better next year? I can't. 13 for 22 from the field. Kuminga had his best game with us maybe ever. 34 points, 15 for 18. Jovanovic was fantastic. 26 and 8, 9 for 16. Dort was great. Duran was great. Nobody was bad for us whatsoever. I got no issues at all with this team. I have no issues with any player on this team in terms of how we came out, how we performed, how we played and carried ourselves game by game. I've got no qualms whatsoever. How could you? We just won 16 straight games as soon as we entered the playoffs. How do you ask for anything better than that? 4 straight series, no losses, perfection. I mean, this team is so damn special. I did change this to contending because I think it's a rebuilding at the start of the season, which just makes no sense. But 62-20, you were the 2 seed. Thought that the loss to OKC was going to be kind of a bad omen for the playoffs, but it turns out it was the catalyst to moving Boyd to power forward. And I think that move tells you exactly what you have to do going forward. You pretty much have to play him there, given how he played this season. Who knows how that works in terms of simming, but I think you play Boyd at power forward. Let him be that elite stretch 5 or stretch 4. He ends up with the 3rd highest points in terms of points per game in the playoffs at 32.1, 6.6 rebounds, 7.8 assists per game. Obviously shot over 58% from the field, which is insane. Jalen Duren led the entire league in rebounds in the playoffs, while the assists went to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But with our team and our players, here's who performed the best. We obviously saw Mac Boyd's numbers just now, but Jovanovic over 20 points per game, just below 7 assists, a steal. Shot incredibly well from the field and from behind the arc at 53%. Same thing for Kuminga. Absolutely stellar. 53% from behind the arc. 66% overall. He was amazing. He bumped up the point production. Jalen Duren, 12 and 14. Shot 82%. Lou Dort shot over 55%. 9 points per game. So, the team was fantastic. And really no problems with any player on this team. They were so damn good. Advanced stats. PER, Boyd leads that one by a mile. Efficiency, Boyd leads that. Game score, he's around 30, which is considered extraordinary. In terms of EWA here in the playoffs, 5.7 for Boyd in 16 games. 2.7 for Kuminga, 3 for Duren, 2.4 for Jovanovic, 1.3 for Capella off the bench. Nobody in the negatives here for anybody who got playing time. So, no complaints. We got to do our best to keep this team together the best we can. So, what is in store for the Neptunes next? Well, in terms of our roster, you know that we do have Boyd coming into 2 team options, but we're going to have to pay Jovanovic here this offseason, folks. This was the final year of his rookie contract. This is pretty much your best window. This year plus the next 2 years is your best window to really get the most out of the roster, because then you're going to have to pay Mac Boyd. And once you have to pay him, well, after that, things are going to be very difficult. But you're already going to have your core in place. You've got Kuminga, who we're already paying a massive contract to. Same for Jalen Duren. So, at some point down the line, tough choices will have to be made. No doubt about it. But you can wait at least 2 years for that to really happen. But yeah, plenty of players on sizable deals. And don't forget that Matthew Rhodes, who is at the same position as Jonathan Kuminga, isn't really a scheme fit as of right now, but he is 23 years old. Kuminga is, 25? Yeah, so 2 years younger. They're kind of on a similar timeline, but Rhodes has A+ potential. So, gotta think about what happens with him. We're gonna see his progression next episode as well, so we'll see what happens there. We'll see the potential for Augustine, whether he goes up or not. Steve Ray, got to think about, does he have a place on this team going forward? I'm not too sure. But I think you try and keep the core of this team around. You try and keep the playmakers, the rotating pieces around as best as you can for these next couple of seasons. That's my game plan going forward. But we'll see what happens. You're always going to get a huge payday, you would have to think. Although at 81 overall with B potential, might not be as high as you might expect. It might be around what he's making right now, which would be a huge lift off our shoulders financially. And real fast, I do want to go through the stats by series, just trying to see the comparisons in terms of, when did certain players step up. Looks like Boyd was by far our best player, but Jovanovic also killed it in the first round against Cleveland. Kuminga wasn't as effective, but Murray was fantastic off the bench, and Duren was not scoring as often as he was in other series. In round 2, in the quarterfinals, Boyd was scoring less against Jarris Walker by a lot, as did Jovanovic, but we went to a much more well-rounded scoring here against the Pistons. Kuminga scored more. Duren scored up to 5 points more per game than he did in the first round. Augustine, Anthony, and Dort all scored more. All 3 guys scoring in double figures. 2 of these guys off the bench, no less. So that is a pretty big difference. And Murray goes down to only 5 points a game in this series, when in the first round he had 13 points per game. So that's a big difference. Then in the conference finals, Boyd goes back up to over 30 points. Kuminga now soars over 20. Jovanovic back up to around 17, 18. Duren goes down to around like 11 or so. And then Anthony, Augustine, Dort all below 10 again. And Murray stays at around 5 points per game. So looks like Kuminga just got better as the playoffs went on. He just got more involved and just got better as it went on. Jovanovic had a couple of good series, a couple of series where he didn't have to be as involved. But in the finals, the 3 stars, Boyd, Jovi, and Kuminga, all fully stepped up to reach what they had to do. Duren as well. All 4 guys had their best series, except for Boyd, although Boyd, it's hard to have a better series than his first round series, but Jovi, Kuminga, Duren all had their best series here in the finals, while Boyd just kept things going. We have a lot to think about, folks, but we are champions for the first time ever. It was kind of a cakewalk of a run, but I'm going to do a lot of testing on the CPU sliders, so I would expect to see changes to those before the start of year 6, because I want to get these to really match field goal attempts, free throw attempts, and field goal percentage in real life, because currently it doesn't. The final scores are usually pretty good for real life final scores, but the actual end stats have got to be better. So I'm going to do my best to improve those and to get some better parity among the entire league. But we'll go over the top prospects next time. We'll go over who are the top young players across the league, who are the up-and-coming top players that have been drafted since we have started this franchise. And we'll go through all of that as we move through the offseason, folks. That's going to do it here. The Neptunes bow out after 16 straight wins, a perfect finals run, and we got to keep this thing going, folks. Claude Burns, after 1 year, is proven to be a really solid head coach hire, and that's going to do it here, folks. We are champions. We're going to keep it going next time around. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.